Hello, everyone, and welcome to another project in AVC 177. So, today we're going to be going over the book cover project, which is our second project in this class. The goal of this project is to build on the skills you used for the photo restoration project to put together a more complete design by creating a book cover. This project focuses on more advanced layer tools such as adjustment layers, blending modes, layer masks, using type, and beginning to focus a little bit on composition in design. Unlike the photo restoration project, this book cover project has a few more defined technical specifications. You'll want to set up your book cover to be 5.25 inches wide, 8 inches tall, with a 300 pixel per inch resolution. And even though traditionally this would be done in a print format, we're going to keep this in RGB color mode just for ease of use here. We'll be talking about the differences and uses of RGB and CMYK color modes in a future lesson. And then in your finished PSD of your final book cover, I want you to have at least one layer group. And then I want you to also have one adjustment layer or blending mode, one clipping mask or layer mask, and then at least two editable type layers with the book title, author name, and an award blurb, such as New York Times bestseller or New York Times bestselling author. However, don't feel limited to those two options of reward blurbs. Feel free to come up with something creative if you want to focus on something different, or if you'd like to focus on a different sort of award. You'll also need to use 2 to 3 photographic images or an illustration created by you. When selecting or creating images, you'll want them to fit the size of your book cover without becoming pixelated. In general, if you have to enlarge the image to get it to fit your book cover, it's likely too small and will appear pixelated in the final version. In the book cover project description, which you'll probably find this video in, I've given you some resources, including some books of the year from bookshop.org, some blogs going over different book redesigns, as well as a few select options from previous classes to show what other students in this exact same course have created. I've also included links to common stock images repositories, such as Pexels, which we use a lot in this class. But there's also Pixabay, Unsplash, and a few others. Try to stick to these if you're using photographic images, or you're also welcome to use any photographs that you make. So try not to just go onto Google Images and find images through there. You can usually find something that's pretty close to what you're looking for on one of these stock image repositories. So this project is broken up into 5 main phases, kind of similar to the photo restoration project, where the first phase is to do some research. You'll want to decide on a genre of book that you're going to be creating your book cover for, and then doing a little bit of market research on similar book covers, similar books, to kind of see what other books in this genre look like. Then you'll be putting together a small design proposal. Well, you'll be taking the results of that research and breaking it down and telling me what sort of book you're going to be creating. So that's when you're going to have your title, your author, some images that you might use. Just have a little bit more inspiration. You're starting to build up on your research. Then we're going to have our standard pre-final check-in the week after that. And that's just an opportunity for you to let me know if you're having any problems, any confusion, or if you just want to get some preliminary feedback. You're welcome to send me a link to your book cover, and I'll do my best to give you that feedback as fast as possible so you can make those changes as you need to. Then we'll have our final submission, which is where you will submit it to me, as well as our class critique. Now, by now you should be familiar with our class critiques, as we did complete one for the photo restoration project. And so it's going to be very similar for this book cover project. However, the questions I'll be asking you and that I'll be asking you to answer about each other's work is a little bit more detailed. So try to pay attention to the description in that discussion board. Well, I hope that covered everything that you need to know about this class. I'm really looking forward to the different book covers that everyone's going to come up with. I'm always astounded at the absolute creativity of my students. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you at the next assignment.